Main event time here at Holiday Havoc. The richest prize in Northeast Wrestling on the line. Big Bacon Brad Hollister out due to illness. His best friend, his riding partner, his boy, JT Dunn, stepping in to take his place as the former Northeast Wrestling heavyweight champion, looks to knock off Dan Maff and bring that championship back home where he feels it belongs. There is some strange agenda that has been going on with JT Dunn and Big Bacon Brad Hollister as it relates to Dan Maff. It has been their quest. It has been their complete motivation to step into the ring with Dan Maff and to take him out at any cost, in any way possible. Whether it be jumping him from behind after a match or going in there in tag team action and stealing a victory like they did back at Redemption when they defeated Dan Maff and Wrecking Ball Legursky. So tonight, JT Dunn looking to not only hit Dan Maff where it hurts the most, but to take away what he covets the most. And that is the Northeast Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. January 25th, 2020, Dan Maff stepped into the ring with Darby Allin and choked him out. Darby Allin was on a meteoric rise in our great sport, and Dan Maff choked him out and took that title back to Bayonne with him. Since that time, as of this day today, he has been reigning as the Northeast Wrestling Heavyweight Champion for 694 days. 694 days he has held that championship, and he has beaten everybody who has stepped in front of him. Keith Youngblood, Chris Battle, Jake Manning, Gio Galvano, the list goes on and on and on. And he always looks to defend his title, but now it's personal. After what JT Dunn and Brad Hollister have done to him, he wants to do much more than just defend his title. Let's go up to Kurt. You can feel it in the air. You can see it in the intensity in both of these competitors. It is always, always a big, big moment when the title is on the line, but when it becomes personal, that is when it gets even more intense. That is when, frankly, it gets even wilder. And I feel like we are about to see not only a classic title match, I think we're going to see a classic fight. Because Dan Maff always comes for a fight, and he wants real payback for what JT Dunn and Big Bacon have done to him starting at Destiny. No movement. Bell rang, no movement at all. The former champion, Dunn, perched in his corner, looking down a fire-breathing dragon in our champion, Dan Maff. Does JT have what it takes to slay that dragon? That is the big question. If anyone is going to take down Dan Maff, I don't know if I would bet money on JT Dunn, but I would not be surprised either, because JT Dunn has been at the top of the mountain here at Northeast Wrestling. Well, you hear it. They believe Maff is going to get the job done, to say the least. But going back to 2019 when JT Dunn held that championship, defeating the likes of Wrecking Ball Legursky, his best friend now, Brad Hollister, the one-man thrill ride before falling to Darby Allin, and that is where we have that gap. Darby Allin held that title before Dan Maff took it from him back in January of 2020. So JT Dunn, while his time at the top of the mountain may have been short relative, well, Maff with some choice words. While Dunn's reign may have been short relative to Maff's, it was a very memorable one, and one that he wants to relive starting tonight. Collar and elbow tie-up, perhaps not the best tact from JT Dunn to start things off, and I think he's starting to question that decision as Maff giving him a clear sign of what he thinks of him, not only as a professional, but I feel like in a lot of ways as a person. Like I said, this one was gearing up to be a classic anyway. If these two got in the ring, it would be incredible under normal circumstances. But after what JT Dunn has done to Dan Maff over the last couple of months, the hatred is palpable. And Maff just muscling Dunn into that corner, and showing him, here son, let me show how it's done. Show you how it's done. Oh, there is a right hand from JT Dunn. And I think Maff gets the message that Dunn is trying to send. There's another one. And our referee right there, it seemed like a close fist from my vantage point, but it was not. Go behind from Dunn. And 2 and 3 chops, and there is absolutely no movement at all from Maff. Oh boy. Ducks the clothesline, comes charging in, and he came in hot. But Maff catching him with no effort at all. Could be an early night for JT Dunn after that. As Maff, the champion, reigning for 694 days, showing JT Dunn why he has been reigning so dominantly here at Northeast Wrestling. Bringing Dunn back to his feet, almost like jabbing headbutts. Irish whip. Dunn goes crashing into those turnbuckles. And the champion sending clear messages to the challenger. You want to take Big Bacon's spot? Sure. But I am going to make you pay for it in a big, big way. The Bayonne Badass, the reigning Northeast Wrestling champion. He is in his spot for a very good reason. He has been tearing through everyone who has stepped in his way here at Northeast Wrestling. He has been a dominant champion. He's going up to those second ropes. Here he comes. And a clobbering shot on the top of the head, but he might have hurt his ankle there. He's trying to shake the cobwebs out of it. But that was not the best of landing for the big man, as he is not used to taking to the air. That's kind of out of his usual arsenal. So just a difficult landing for him. Oh. You don't need an ankle to do that. Oh, he's biting his hand. Oh! That's how you know this one is very personal. He is biting the man's hand. Oh, now he's going after his nose. This is just a beating. But like I said, we'll see if that ankle plays a factor at some point. Seems like he's been able to shake it off. No. No, that's definitely going to play a factor here. But he's going to push through it. Yeah, his ankle's hurt. Gearing up. But is he taking too much time? He did. He took too much time, and now it's his knee. The ankle, the knee, it is going straight up his leg. The damage done that he unfortunately did to himself, as it looks like Dunn as well, maybe hanging on to some sort of injury to his lower half, and frankly all over his body after the beating that Dan Maff put on him in the opening minutes of our main event for the Northeast Wrestling title. Yeah, his ankle and his knee as well, so it is just two one-legged men at this point trying to chase after the biggest prize in Northeast Wrestling, but Dunn, always the gamer. That's the thing. I don't like what he has done to Dan Maff. I don't like the way he has gone about things with Big Bacon Brad Hollister, but there is a reason he is the former Northeast Wrestling champion. He is a gamer, and Dan Maff knows that. He might be angry as hell at the man, but he knows he's in there with a gamer. And Dunn seeing the damage done to that, and now biting right back. Usually I would say that is disgusting, but I have to be fair. Maff did it first. Well, that's one way to break an ankle hold. Dan Maff with a chop from a seated position and still able to muster up a lot of strength, and he just took out the leg. Going right after that leg. Ripping that knee apart, as perhaps that is the only way JT Dunn is going to make some headway here, is if Dan Maff can't get to his feet. Right across the eyes. And look at the pressure he's putting on the ear. Think about it. Take your knuckle right now and push it into your ear and see how that feels yourself, let alone someone else doing that to you. It is just those small little things to add pressure, cause various distractions all throughout the body as you focus on your real target which at this point is the neck of Dan Maff, the champion, as he is trying to cut the wind off and make it very difficult for him to breathe, because if he can take away that oxygen and cut off the gas tank of Dan Maff, let alone the fact that he's on one leg, it is going to make things even more difficult for the champion to retain. Main event, Holiday Havoc. Join us on social media. Let us know what you think of this show, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. This has been a hell of an evening of action, and it continues on in our main event here, as Dunn taking the back of Dan Maff. Oh boy, rolling through and right at that knee, coming in like a javelin, just darting in at that knee full force with that drop kick. And Dan Maff's not out of it. I mean, you can see his face. He has his faculties, but he is just unable to do anything on one leg. Choking him with that tape, come on. Going all the way to the count of 4 and utilizing those precious seconds to try to choke more of the life out of Dan Maff. JT Dunn kicking the leg out, wow. I have never seen Dan Maff go flying like that. That's when you know it is really bad. And tying up that calf in the rope. You ever get a calf cramp? I mean, you know that is just a fraction of the pain that Dan Maff is going through right now at the hands of the challenger. There is a chop to a seated Dan Maff. And again, and Maff is asking him for more. And there's a kick to the knee, and there is no more asking for any shots from JT Dunn, as Maff was seemingly firing up before JT Dunn sent him back crashing to the floor after that kick. And again, that knee on the apron. This is bad. This is really, really bad for Dan Maff. Oh, the disrespect. Oh, he caught him. Maff is going out. He's going limp. As JT Dunn is just getting in the head of Dan Maff, as he knows he's in clear control here. But if there's a chance Maff can get at you, he's going to take, and he's going to the eye. There is a kick to the knee. Here we go again. A kick across the chest to Dan Maff. And a kick to the side of the head as well. And just bruising the champion with these shots that Maff is unable to defend himself with. A lot of injury added to a lot of insult here from JT Dunn, as not only is he looking to take the Northeast Wrestling title away, he's looking to do it in the most embarrassing possible way for Dan Maff. Clinging for dear life is Dan Maff. He's a wounded animal right now. Now going for that figure 4. This is a devastating, devastating hold from JT Dunn. It is bad enough when you have both of your legs functioning properly, but on an injured knee and an injured leg and ankle from Dan Maff, this is excruciating. This is absolutely devastating, and Dan Maff may have no recourse but to tap out or maybe just pass out, because this is absolutely brutal. Getting the show, that was so close. So close was that count. But this Northeast Wrestling crowd, jam-packed here at the NEW Arena. They are getting behind Dan Maff, the champion. At first hated by everyone, but slowly over time gaining the respect of these people, and then joining forces with Wrecking Ball Legursky, and now becoming a crowd favorite as he's trying to get that bottom rope, and he does. A desperate, desperate situation for the champion, as it seems like the walls are coming crashing in on him as he is a wounded animal. So while he may be at a complete disadvantage, the one thing to remember that the most dangerous animal is a wounded one. So JT Dunn has to keep his guard up here. There's a clothesline on one leg. You can see him favoring that left leg. There's the senton. And the Bayo Badass is back in it. But you see he can't do much more than that. It was a sliver of an opening that he took, but he couldn't go beyond that scope. Charging in, limping in, I should say. As this is the way he's going to defend his title. He has to just come in like a battering ram and hit JT Dunn with everything he has. And even his chops, not as devastating as earlier. Oh, well, I take it back. I stand corrected as Dan Maff dropping JT Dunn with a big shot. And he really feels like he needs this cannonball. I don't know if this is the soundest strategy on his part. Oh, he went for the death by elbow, but he gets caught. Oh, poke to the eyes, come on. Coming in for the cutter, but instead he runs into one from Dan Maff. Does the champion retain? No, he does not. It was so close. JT Dunn came charging in and rolling in with that cutter. Maff saw it coming and transitioned in midair, hit one of his own, but still JT Dunn holding on here in our main event. There's the cannonball. And JT Dunn just covering up. Pops him up with ease. Going behind, oh no way, Poison Rana! Poison Rana from JT Dunn. A huge turn of offense, but he is sent inside out on the lariat. And both competitors crumpled in a heap down on the mat. JT Dunn and Dan Maff taking each other to new limits that they even didn't think they had. But JT Dunn thought he had that opening. Dan Maff slammed it shut. And now we are back at evens here in our main event at Holiday Havoc. Maff slowly crawling his way to his feet. Dunn just a mess in the corner as he's trying to get back to his feet as well. And it is like we are back at the beginning, only it was a long, long, painful road to get here. And now the tape's coming off. It is bare knuckle time. And that is exactly where we are at in this main event. Both competitors know they have to get even grimier if they want to close this one out. And let's give them both credit. These are two absolute warriors meeting in the center of the ring. There's a right hand from Dunn. Right hand from Maff. Dunn crumpling into those ropes. Caught him with the right hand. There is one from Dunn. He is not going to back down here. Oof. He might want to, though. Another one from Dunn. Who is going to break first in this main event? Back and forth these animals go. The richest prize in Northeast Wrestling on the line. They are leaving it all out on the table. Tries the elbow, runs into a headbutt. He's crumpled. He is crumpled. And Maff opting not to make the cover. Perhaps he knows he needs a little bit more before he puts it away. Everything on the line. Dan Maff remembers that night at Destiny when JT hit him with the death by elbow in that same ring, in this same building. He remembers that moment, and he wants to take it out in blood. But JT Dunn wanting to show why he believes he's the top dog in Northeast Wrestling. Going to that top rope. No, Dunn slips out. He slips out, he hits a power bomb. What is he doing? Canadian Destroyer! That is it. We have a new champion. Unbelievably no. Dan Maff somehow finding a way to kick out of that Canadian Destroyer. I don't think he's ever been hit with that. And JT Dunn cannot believe it. JT Dunn now looking deep inside of himself, figuring out, how do I put the monster away? How do I take that title and pry it away from him? And I think there's only one answer. Death by elbow, he hit it! He hit it! New champion! New champion! What? What? No one's ever kicked out of that. No one's kicked out of that, ever. And how did that happen? I can't believe it. I'm stunned. JT Dunn, he must be shocked, because Dan Maff somehow found a way to kick out of the death by elbow. What do you do now? What do you do now if you're JT Dunn? I don't know. I don't think he knows. But Dan Maff somehow clinging on, kicking out of the death by elbow, which I cannot impress upon you enough. No one has done that. No one. Just slapping the back of the head. He doesn't have anything left. He's out. He is out, and JT Dunn focused on a fan at ringside, and he needs to turn around. Here it comes. Burning hammer. That is it. What? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? JT Dunn just kicked out of the burning hammer less than a minute after Maff kicked out of the death by elbow. I have no words to describe what we are seeing at the Northeast Wrestling Arena other than this is unbelievable. This is unreal. But Maff has an idea in mind, clearly. Maybe it's gonna be number 2. Number 2, no! Dunn lands on his feet. Figure 4, oh, rear naked choke. He has him, rear naked choke. It is locked in. Dunn has nowhere to go. He is going out. JT Dunn is going out. Oh, he's hitting that knee. He's hitting that knee and that leg of Maff. And that is his saving grace, going after the knee, going after the leg, and sneaking out of that rear naked choke because he was going night-night. He was going to sleep. Maff creeping to his feet. Death by elbow, he hits the spear. Dunn is rocked. Dunn is rocked. The champion standing tall. Could it be another? Could it be one more? Burning hammer. That is it. What an absolute classic. It was the greatest test of Dan Maff in his entire time. In these 694 days as champion, this was his greatest test. And it was almost over, but in the end, he aced it. Two burning hammers it took, and kicking out of the death by elbow, but in the end, Dan Maff takes out JT Dunn and retains. But now, Big Bacon Brad Hollister, when he recovers, is looming. Thank you everyone for joining us. This is Paul Crockett saying good night and thank you.